May 7th, 2025. Sherry and I left home, along with Carol, our neighbor, in Benson, Arizona, traveling west to Asia for the beginning of a fantastic adventure. At the same time, Donna left her home in Charlotte, North Carolina, traveling east. We'd all meet up at the opposite side of the world, in Bangkok, Thailand. We'd be traveling with OAT, Overseas Adventure Travel, locally known as, Another Temple, a company that specializes in small group tours culturally oriented. They're also very singles friendly. Of our group of 16 on the tour, we had 5 couples and 6 singles. All except one couple were American seniors, the exception being a tour guide employed by OAT and his wife from Costa Rica, taking advantage of a company promotion to join our group. The Ancient Kingdoms tour would take us to Thailand, Laos, locally pronounced Lao, Cambodia, and Vietnam, and be divided into 3 parts. The main trip, with all 16 of us, would cover the 4 countries in 19 days. The optional pre-trip in Thailand would last 8 nights, and the post-trip in Vietnam would be 7. OAT's intention is to immerse us into the history and culture of each country, and there was no hesitation about showing us everything. The familiar, the exotic, the modern, the ancient, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. There were emotional highs and lows, some on the same day. The emotional low point of the entire trip was the day in Cambodia when we visited the killing fields and the local high school that became a detention center and torture facility under the Khmer Rouge. That same evening, we had an optional dinner cruise on the Mekong River that turned into a party with free-flowing beer and wine and singing and dancing. Would we travel with OAT again? In a heartbeat. Since we'd be traveling to the other side of the world with a drastic change in time zones, we decided to leave a day early to give us an opportunity to acclimate. We're glad we did. We arrived in Bangkok in the wee hours of the morning on May 9th after crossing the date line. We were picked up at the airport and taken to our hotel and finally were in bed at about 2 a.m. We met up with Donna after waking up and having breakfast and met one of our travel companions, Sue, who also arrived a day early. We decided to go to the National Museum in Bangkok, founded in 1887 by King Rama V, the number 1 son of Rama IV, who we in the Western world are familiar with from the Broadway musical and movie The King and I, although the Thai people see that as a fictional story. It isn't only the oldest, it's the largest museum in Southeast Asia, featuring art and historical artifacts of the Thai or Siamese royalty. There are several structures on the ground, some dating back to the late 18th century, with some added in modern times. The front palace, built in the 1780s as home to the Viceroy, the presumptive heir to the king, houses the artistic collections. The Buddhaisawan Chapel, forgive my pronunciation, built in 1795, was the first of the many Buddhist temples we'd visit on the upcoming tour. We spent a few hours in the front palace, and each room was more impressive than the last. One held the royal collection of mother-of-pearl and enamelware. The intricate designs on the various pieces were beautiful to see. We would later learn when visiting remote villages that chewing the betel nut was traditionally used by women after marriage. The juices would turn your teeth black, making the woman unattractive to other men. But it had an intoxicating effect and was somewhat addictive. So once started, it becomes a lifelong habit. In rural areas, it's still used by older women, but is shunned by the younger generation. In other areas, such as some places in the Philippines, it's still very popular, despite being frowned upon by authorities and sometimes outlawed due to the unsightly stains left by spitting. Its use has several harmful effects, such as mouth cancers and birth defects. In years gone by, it was customary for royalty to chew frequently, usually a mixture of the nut, leaf, and other ingredients, such as tobacco. A king would have a special attendant who carried an ornate box with all the necessary ingredients. It may seem counterintuitive that such an ornate and obviously costly dish would be used for the receiving of alms. As a Westerner, there's much of Buddhism that I find confusing, even after learning about it on our tour. We would later participate in an almsgiving ceremony where we would join an early morning crowd lining a street while a procession of monks would slowly walk by holding out their alms bowls. As each passed, we would drop in a small handful of sticky rice, which would become the basis of their meal. I believe this ceremony is more about the giving than the receiving. The monks serve the community both spiritually and in many other functions, such as schooling of youngsters and elder and hospice care when families are unable. This centuries-old almsgiving ceremony is a way for people, from common folks to royalty, to humbly thank them. All the objects in the gallery had labels in both Thai and English, but we didn't always take a picture. A lot of these are pretty to look at, but we have no idea of their function. A howdah is a platform made to fit on the back of an elephant for one or more people, generally nobility. It can be used as a fighting platform in war. A howdah made for royalty, you might imagine, is a sight to behold. This one, made of solid, intricately carved ivory, blew my mind. It was presented to King Rama V by the Prince of Chiang Mai in the early 20th century. A royal howdah is built to the specific dimensions of a particular elephant and cannot be used on any other. We were amazed when we stepped into another building. The Royal Chariot of Great Victory was built by King Rama I in 1795 for the cremation ceremony of his father. It was used until 1932 for funeral ceremonies for kings, queens, and viceroys. It's made of gilded wood and glass decorations. It's 7.3 meters wide, 18 meters long, and 11.2 meters high, and weighs 13.7 tons, and needs 216 people to pull it down the road. There were a lot more elaborate funeral chariots and a lot more exhibits in other buildings, but after a long flight to Asia and only a short sleep, we were all ready to go back to our hotel for a nap before meeting our guide for the Ancient Kingdoms tour. After a refreshing nap, we went down to the hotel lobby to meet Manope Sutumsarinungung, who told us to call him Joe. If you're watching this, thank you for that, Joe, and please forgive my pronunciation of your real name. Joe has been with OAT for a number of years and has set up tours for OAT in several places, such as Japan. As the OAT group leader, he would be traveling with us throughout both the pre-trip and the main trip, but would leave us for the post-trip. After leaving Thailand, local OAT guides would take the lead, since only citizens of Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam can be licensed as tour guides in their respective country. Joe was great, helpful, friendly, great sense of humor. He took care of our every need, and it's no wonder he's such a valued employee of OAT. After a thorough introduction of what to expect on our tour, he led us on an orientation walk, pointing out several restaurants where we might have dinner that evening. We'd been joined by Sherry, and the six of us went to one of them and had a delicious meal. Three more would be on the pre-trip, Shirley and Bruce and Wyatt, but they wouldn't arrive in Bangkok until late that evening. On May 10th, we met the rest of our pre-trip group, Wyatt and Shirley and Bruce, who'd arrived, as we did, in the wee hours of the morning. We were glad we'd taken the extra day. After breakfast, we were off to the domestic airport in Bangkok for our flight to Chiang Mai. Free time after our arrival at the hotel gave our latecomers an opportunity to rest, and we later took an orientation tour with Joe. Chiang Mai means new city, and was so named when it became the capital of the Lanna Kingdom in 1296, because the old capital at Chiang Rai was prone to flooding. Remnants of the old city walls still exist and are surrounded by a moat. On our walking tour, we stopped at a temple and a stupa. Temples are invariably accompanied by stupas, which contain relics of the Buddha or other revered Buddhist monks. We had dinner at a local restaurant and had the first of many family-style meals, with several dishes on the table for us all to try. And we got a little teddy bear of rice.
Can I cut? Can I cut?
Everybody's taking pictures of the food.
A lot of rice.
Deep fried fish with a chili sauce.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I'm getting full already.
After dinner, we boarded what would be the first of many different types of conveyances for getting around town. A pickup truck taxi with rows of benches on either side of the bed. We were headed to the night market, Chiang Mai's answer to Walmart. So this is the night market. We just had our dinner. Apparently this is about 200 yards long. We drove to Mae Kampong, a mountain village, with a stop along the way at the home and workshop of a master woodcarver with a passion for elephants. Phet Wiriya, now in his 70s, was not there, but his daughter showed us around. Ranging from miniature to life-sized, his elephants are very realistic, and he's done work for the royal family. He seemed to have the ability to look at a piece of wood and find the elephant hiding in it and bring that elephant to life. He's also a very accomplished artist with a vivid artist's imagination. I'll never again look up in the sky at the Milky Way without seeing a parade of elephants. We continued our drive to Mae Kampong. Being early in our trip, it was somewhat unnerving to be driving on the left side of the road, especially on the steep, winding, narrow mountain roads. While we might make a visit to a restroom, in Thailand, they will go to the happy room. You generally leave happier than when you entered. After an hour or two on narrow mountain roads, a happy room visit was in order.
The Asian trumpet or the tura is a poison we extract for the painkiller. We cook them with garlic and oyster sauce. Very tasty.
What is it called?
Chayote. Chayote.
We had a local guide in Mae Kampong who, through Joe as a translator, explained the medicinal uses of many of the local plants. Folks in these mountain villages rely on herbal cures.
This is another herbals, okay? He said they were boiling as a tea to solving problem like a deaf person, okay, to heal the ear problems.
ตลกจริงมาที่ก็ได้อร่อย
And
I need
if you need a healing aid, again, this one you need. Okay. Sour morning glory. And actually, morning glory is not this kind of leaf. Morning glory is a small and longer leaf. But this is named by the local. That's what I'm saying, that everything named by the place, by the local, and you just find out only the English name. Then you based on like a scientific name.
อันนี้บอกแม่งขมนะครับบอกแม่งขมนี่มาขมหน่อยถ้าว่าคนใดไอบ่หยุดกินเป็นเม็ดนี่ได้แก้ไอ
This is a cough medicine, but very bitter. We call the bitter eggplants, the baby bitter eggplants. So that's the one we cook, and we keep healing the sore throat and cough, like a cough medicine. Anyone want to try?
I don't have a cough.
Let's see how bitter it is.
มันจะขมหน่อยไปแก้ไอได้ชั้นหนึ่ง
Oh.
Very bitter.
Very bitter. I can tell from the face. We call the Mickey Mouse tomato.
The edible?
The edible.
Mickey Mouse tomatoes.
Tomato. Mickey Mouse tomato. And this is the eggplant.
Eggplant? Please come up there.
Just blossoms, the flowers of the eggplant.
We continued through the village, stopping at the home of a local basket weaver.
About your sister, brother, put your thumb under the chin. The person who is like your parent age, put the thumb up by the nose. If the monk, you put the thumb by the eyebrows. If the king or queen, you put over the head back to the chin. This is for the man. But the woman have to lie down, side sitting. The guy knee down with two legs, over the head back to the chin. The woman will go down, side sitting like this. This is for the king and the queen. How about the wife? The big boss. Okay.
Remember that, dear.
Don't hold your breath.
She told me, are you today? She's 74. She said actually our people will sit on the floor. And now her knee wasn't good. Okay, and probably a part of arthritis or whatever.
ตาดีอยู่
And
สบายอยู่
she said, I need to sit like that high or level. Okay, so I cannot make it on the floor anymore. Good. Yeah.
We get that.
But you know what? Our people, when we go to the toilet, we squat.
Yeah.
All right, we still can squat, but we cannot sit too long. Okay, but nowadays, when we have some elderly people at home, we put a Western toilet. That will help, and some handrail that we need.
แข็งแรง
Yeah.
รักษาได้สบาย อันนี้ตะกร้าใส่ไข่
She still have a good eyes, okay, to a weaving basket. You see the weaving basket like that. There's still good eyes to doing that.
That's
เราพอออมทรัพย์เหรออันนี้สัตะกร้าไข่นี่ออมทรัพย์
อยู่ได้นานไว้อ่ะ
อันนี้อยู่ได้นานอันนี้ได้15 กว่าปีนี่นี่ส่วนมากคนจะเก็บตามไว้แบบนี้
This is like a safety box, like a lucky box. People keep like a money pocket. Put it in here. อันนี้ใส่เสมอละแม่
อันนี้ได้กี่ปีวะ15 กว่าปีอ่ะ
15 ปี
This one 15 years. She always keep her money in here. 15 years already.
นะเขาถามว่าอยู่ได้เมินไปอ่ะได้ผมว่าได้กี่ปีมันอดเมินก่อยยังไปถามนะได้ก็ว่า15 ปีได้นะได้นะ
You said that last long, that's pretty good. At least 20 years, 30 years, fine, no problem. But her money pocket is already
อัน
15
นี้เมื่อ
years.
ฮัดแปลงใหม่ๆแล้วนี่
And that one, when she's just started to whipping.
เปิดจ่าไว้แกลลี่เนาะ
And now that after the day by day experience, we're getting better and better.
อันนี้ลูกละ60 บาท
So that's what she make for her hobbies, extra income. I asking that how much it cost like that. It's at $2. อันนึงใช้เวลากี่วัน
2 วัน
2 วัน
วัน
one
เรียกอ่ะตึ้ง
one box like this 2
ติ๊ก
days.
ตอกเรียกอ่ะ
So she make $1 a day.
ติ๊
Okay.
กตอกแปลงไว้
This is from a bamboo. So she have to cut the bamboo herself and slide them piece by piece.
แล้วมากอ
Dry them out.
มาก
After
อไว้แบบ
the,
นี้
yeah, after dry them out, then she can whipping one at a time. Okay, so a lot of works. Okay, a lot of works.
Is
Joe?
this her granddaughter?
Yeah.
อันนี้หลานจ้ะ
ครับ
น้อย
Yeah.
ไปลูก
Is she teaching her?
ข้อเสิร์ฟเอง
ลูกชายเนาะ
ลูกชาย
That her niece.
Oh.
That from her son.
Is she teaching?
แล้วแม่ป้านี่ปัญถามว่าได้เรียนกับยายก่อนได้เรียนกระตุกก่อนเรียนนั่นเนี่ยไม่ได้เรียนนี่ไม่ได้ฝึกแต่อย่างอายุเท่าไรลู
เล่
ก
นได้เดียว
7 ขวบ 7 years old. She said, I didn't learn from my grandma yet. Still too young. But some of the kids start 5 years already learn, when they're with grandma or with mom. พ่อไปไหนเนี่ยไหนอินดอร์ไปเนี่ยอย่างไปหน่วยไหนไปเก็บพักเก็บครัวไปพานักท่องเที่ยวไปเอา
การก่อสร้างนี่ไง
her father is work on construction.
เอาศาสตร์เป็นหมวกได้
Okay, so this is a way of life of the people here. Okay, not only the farmers. If you're strong, you go to the mountains, collect the tea, collect your plantations, products, the crops, and the men go out to work. Women stay home cooking, facing to the kitchen, look after the kid. I think it's everywhere, worldwide, the most. If you're not work in the office, if you're not in the town or the city. So this is a way of life here.
What are the baskets with the big holes used for?
Oh, okay. You mean that one?
The one right at the end here.
Oh, Anai.
No, these, up here.
This one?
Yeah.
อันนี้เอาไว้ใส่อย่างผลไม้
ใส่ผลไม้ก็ได้ใส่ไข่ก็ได้ก็ได้
Well, fruit or eggs.
Ah.
Oh, for eggs?
Fruit or eggs, yes.
อันนี้เอาใส่ไข่
Yeah. They can sometimes they sell the eggs, right? And they put it in there like a 5 or 10 eggs, and then they sell it. So you can carry that home.
อันนี้ใบ10 บาท
And this is only 30 cents a piece.
นี่มันสอนง่ายหน่อยอันนี้มันสอนยาก
And this is more details, a lot of works. That one is easy for the basket.
ของโบราณเนาะอันนี้
บ้านนี้กี่ปีแล้วแม่
บ้านนี้ได้กี่ปีวะ
ผมเฮาแล้วก็6อ่ะ
ซาวฮกอะซาวฮก
กว่าปี
40
about 40 years old. Teak wood. This is a teak wood house. 40 years.
After our visit, we continued walking out of the village, through the jungle, to a waterfall.
This one is kind of like Viagra. This one goes in my pocket.
I'm not going down there.
No. You can put your one piece of body leaf in your bookmark, like a bookmark, and they dry them out. So our kids believe when they dry out, the vein from the leaf is kind of like a cerebrum. And then you put under the pillows. So the kid believe that cerebrum leaf will be osmosis knowledge.
Fuse with your brain.
Okay, get to your brain, but all kids fail.
Can I have Is this the road name or on your sign here?
Oh.
Is this, or is this, what is it?
This is the highway.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's a number.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay, and this is, if you want the information, scan the QR code. Rural road.
Back on the bus to Chiang Mai and our hotel with a stop on the way for lunch. Just outside the restaurant, there were bananas growing. Around the world, there are more than 1,000 varieties of cultivated bananas, all derived from 2 species in the wild. The local variety here is delicious, but shorter and fatter than what we're used to back at home. Even the flowers are edible and are used in salads and dishes of mixed vegetables.
Some kind of fish, sweet and sour fish,
Chicken basil.
vegetables, soup, sticky rice, and what's that one?
Some kind of chicken. Some kind of.
Can you hand me some water? Thank you.
That evening, most of us chose to go to the Old Chiang Mai Cultural Center for an optional dinner show. Traditional Thai music and dance. The food was terrific and the show was wonderful. But that will have to wait for the next episode. Stay tuned.